Even if progress feels slow, Saturn always makes sure your efforts pay off in the long run. Hello Leo Rising and welcome to my new video. If you are new to my channel, my name is Alexandra and I'm a professional ESAR certified astrologer. Today we're talking about a huge shift. Saturn, the planet of discipline, time, structure and karmic lessons, has entered the sign of Aries and your 9th house in May 2025, and it will stay there until April 2028. The 9th house represents legal and religious matters, life purpose, university studies, and foreign travels, so you can expect important and memorable events in some of these areas. When it comes to your studies, if you're a student or if you are in any type of higher education at the moment, Saturn will require you to be fully dedicated to your studies and approach them with responsibility. The next 2-3 years are great for you to organize your schedule and create a routine you'll stick to, because Saturn loves routine and repetition. So this might not be the easiest period of your school life in general, because you might feel overwhelmed by the amount of lectures, exams, and homeworks. However, if you stick to your routine, if you stay responsible and persistent, Saturn will reward you. Even if progress feels slow, Saturn always makes sure your efforts pay off in the long run. Not only will you finish university and your studies in general, but you'll also develop skills and habits that will be valuable throughout your career and later in life. And I'm telling you this from my own experience. I was under a strong Saturnian influence back in high school, and it was so hard at the time, but it paid off later when I got to university. I was already so much more mature and disciplined when it came to exam preparations and study routines, and thanks to Saturn, I had structure and clear methods in place, which made the university feel much easier. So be a good student, do what you're required to do, and always keep your main goals in mind. So let that be the biggest source of your motivation. With Saturn in Aries in your 9th house, you can be very goal-oriented when it comes to your studies. So take advantage of that and make the most of this transit. And now, let's see how will this impact your foreign travels. The 9th house is also the house of foreign countries and travel. Maybe you're thinking about moving abroad, so this is the time when you can approach that more seriously and take the necessary steps to make it happen. Aries is the sign of action and it's ruled by Mars, and it represents new beginnings. With Saturn, it can bring long-term goals in terms of travel and living abroad. I also have to mention that Saturn represents obstacles, blockages, restrictions. So for some of you, it might be hard to move to another country. Sudden issues and difficult circumstances might cause delays and even cancellations. But this depends on your birth chart and other aspects as well. So here I'm talking in general, this is not for everyone. Also, if you already live abroad, the atmosphere can change a bit. You might suddenly start feeling lonely or homesick, or the circumstances can change and push you to either return home or move somewhere else. Again, this is not for everyone, it's just one of the possibilities. Other factors can have to be taken into consideration as well. The 9th house is also religion. So you might start questioning some religious beliefs and adopt a completely new approach to it. Aries is about new beginnings, new things, so you might discover new teachings and abandon the ones that don't serve you anymore. The 9th house is also the house of legal matters, because it's naturally ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter represents the law. So you should make sure that you're doing everything according to the law. Saturn in the 9th can also bring to the surface consequences of your previous actions and make you face justice, right? So careful here approach your legal requirements and responsibilities in a serious and mature way with Saturn. And the ninth house is also the house of your life purpose. You might start thinking about it and asking yourself, what's my purpose? You might start feeling like some chapters need to close to leave space for the new ones to open. So this is the time when you might seek for wisdom and maturity and start looking at your life on this planet from a completely new perspective. You might start asking yourself, what's my purpose on this planet? Are the things that I do, the activities, my job, or wherever, meaningful to me? Do all those things make sense? Do I need to change anything? What really fulfills me? What gives me the sense of purpose? And once you answer that question and define what gives you that powerful and magical feeling of purpose, you might start practicing those activities. It can be a hobby, but it can also be a career. And once you start doing that, the whole perception of your life can change. So Saturn can also trigger this topic while in your ninth house. So thank you so much, Leo Rising. Make sure you use this transit in the best way possible. If you found this video useful and inspiring, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you never miss a new upload. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.